Hello, Zolmates. It is a beautiful day today. Pretty sure that's a blue jay. Bars. Right now, we are inside the cover art of my newest single, You. It is out on all streaming platforms. By far the best song that I have ever made. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. So, the beat for that song, heavily inspired by Sales, who are a bedroom pop, indie pop group. So in this video, we're going to be hopping into Ableton Live. I'm going to show you how I produce the beat. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you check out the song before you continue with this tutorial, but it is totally your choice. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you like this video. I will see you in a second. Alright, so here is my beat for You. It mainly revolves around guitars. Again, this beat was heavily inspired by Sales, and yeah, they have a lot of guitars in their music. So, as you can see, we have this group right here called Guitars, and then we also have one audio track for drums. This is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to be going over the guitars first, and then I'm going to open up another project and go over the drums. And then we also have the vocals. Not going to be walking through the vocals in this video. I feel like the vocals weren't really Sales inspired. It was mainly just the beat. And then we also have this kick. And the reason I have this kick right here is because all of my guitars are sidechained to the kick, meaning that whenever this kick hits, all of these instruments are lowered. And it's just going to give this song the bounce that we need. So let's hop right into this. We are going to mute the kick, the vocals, the drums. There we go, and we're just gonna be hopping right into this guitar group. My single, You, it mainly revolves around this guitar loop right here. And if you listen to Sales, you would notice that a lot of their songs revolve around guitar loops. They're simple loops, but they're also beautiful, and they just drive the song. So, I'm gonna play you this main guitar loop that I recorded with the electric guitar, and we're gonna mute all of these audio effects that I threw on it. It's a super playful loop. It has, some parts where I kind of mess up on, some like scratches here and there, but I feel like that's what gives it the character. So the first thing that I threw on was a compressor, and then as you can see, I trimmed out a lot of these lows just to give room for the bass, which is right here. And next up is throwing on fresh air. This is a great plugin to add some like saturation basically. There we go, it is now much fuller. And the next step is Sketch Cassette. This is one of my favorite plugins. It is going to give you that old-timey tape cassette kind of feel. And I didn't throw a lot of it on there, but it is giving it some flavor. You can hear that wobble that it's throwing in there. And then next up is reverb. And as you can tell, that's a lot of reverb. And the reason is I automated this track. If we go to the mix, as you can see right now it's at 59. Once we get into the main part of the song, I bring it down to 26. So our song starts off with this spacey, reverbed guitar. And as you can see, we don't have any drums on it. And I feel like this intro was kind of lacking. I was thinking about throwing in the bass right away in the intro, but I really wanted the bass to kind of hit right in that first verse and give it that punch. So I kept the bass out of this intro and I recorded some dums. That's what it is. I recorded some dums. I went like da 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 da, and I made those super spaced out, and that is a great way to introduce this song. we get the bass.
The cold, cold water touched my feet.
We'll get into the drums later on. And yeah, the kick is a great way to just add that punch on that first beat of this verse.
The cold, cold water touched my feet. I was falling bad, just trying to find my seat.
And then second part of the first verse, we take out the main loop and we focus on this bass, which as you can see, sausage fattener boost up those lows and then take out a lot of the highs.
That's when you reached down and your hands touched me. I could breathe, yeah, I could breathe. You feel like
And this is when we throw in the snare. So I switch out the clap
breathe. You feel like every second.
for the snare, add some shakers and stuff. And this is the pre-chorus. And then let's get into the instruments for the chorus. So we have the main guitar loop. We've got the bass.
Me wanna live my best life, soaking up the day.
And I knew that I wanted a melody. So I threw in this melody right here. And as you can see, it's mainly focused on the highs. And the reason we have it mainly focused on the highs is because I don't want it to clash with the main guitar loop right here, which is focused on the mids. So we're going to take out all of those mids and make this melody mainly focused on the highs. And as you can see, it's panned to the left. And then it's going to go around again, and this one's going to be panned to the right. And you know, for a chorus, we could be satisfied with that, but I wanted to add in even more guitars, and we are adding in some heavily panned guitars. We're going to solo it. As you can see, one's 41 to the left, one is 41 to the right, so these are extremely panned, and we're just plucking the chords. As you can see, these are focused on the highs as well. So now our chorus sounds like this. Let's throw in the vocals and the drums.
Reason make me wanna live my best life, soaking up the daylight, all my words fly out of sight.
So there we go. These are the main instruments that are in my single You. A really cool part that I love in this song is the second verse. And this is a sample that I got from Beats Blaine. He is a subscriber of the channel. Every single that I have out on streaming platforms has been in collaboration with my subscribers. They get a portion of the streaming revenue. I did the same thing for this song. Beats Blaine is going to get a portion of the streaming revenue. He's a really talented guitarist and producer. His link will be in the description. He sent in this sample right here. Sadly, this is going to be the last song that I'm going to be collabing with subscribers on streaming services. I just found a better way to support y'all, and it is through the live streams. Streaming services, they just throw pennies at you for your singles, so the revenue splits have not been adding up to anything. But as you know, every week, every Wednesday, I have live streams where I listen to your music, and there is a $40 prize every stream. So yeah, those live streams are so much fun. Go live on Twitch and YouTube. Links in the description. So this is the sample that Beats Blaine sent me, and it is so beautiful. It just kind of opens up this song and, you know, gives a whole nother section that the listener can digest. The sample that Beats Blaine sent us sounded like this. I'm gonna solo it. Such a cool sample, and I really just liked the first section. That's the only section that I could really fit this in. So what I did is I grabbed that section, panned 140 to the right, panned 140 to the left, and now we have this. And next up, we're going to throw in some phaser, which is the coolest audio effect ever, other than reverb, in my opinion. and then also some sketch cassette. And now we got this. Woo! Also taking out a lot of those mids. As you can see. We're going to go even more in depth. We're going to add some delay, some fresh air, boost those highs, and also use some dynamic EQing to take off some of those harsh hits. These delayed guitars, just adding in that space. And then we've got a delayed drop. So those are all of the drums for this sales type beat. Again, go check out the single You out on all streaming platforms. Let's talk about the drums now. Alright, so we've got the instruments right here. And then the vocals right here.
I was falling bad, just trying to find my seat. That's when you...
The first sample that kind of drives the first verse is this clap sample. And as you can see, we have it mainly focused on the highs.
The cold, cold water touched my feet. I was falling bad.
And then we've got these two perks that really kind of give this verse that rhythm. And then I end up reusing this perk right here and make it into a clap, basically.
On my seat, that's when you reached down and your hands touched me. I could breathe. Yeah,
and we go back to the clap.
You feel like every second.
And then we get the main snare, and this is from my Xole Drum Kit Volume 1, my bop snare. Check it out. It's a really good bedroom pop snare. I feel like it really does sound like a... Deep breaths. I feel like it really does sound like a sales snare. So we've got that, and then we also throw in these hi-hats right here that are, as you can see, harshly focused on the highs. As you can see, we have a group with a bunch of crashes. And we've got the main crash. I'm using this TFR sample, really cool crash noise. And then we also have this flanger crash group. And the flanger crash is just this main crash, but with some phaser on it. This is the main crash. Throwing in some delay. And then I just duplicated the track, threw in the same crash, and then threw on this phaser and auto pan. And it's going to give this really cool, like, warping sound to the chorus. Come on, that is so dope. Mix it with the main crash. Really fills in that section. And then we've got these risers that all I did is I just reversed the crash, so... And as you can tell, it's going to really make the drop for the chorus a lot more powerful.
'Cause loving is the only reason. Make me wanna live my best life, my best life. Soaking up the daylight, all my worries fly out of sight. You make me wanna live my best life.
So, those are the main drums of the song. This is the second part of the second chorus with the more trap drums.
Stay here, 'cause you feel like every second of the weekend. You feel like a blue sky in its own season. I feel like you were sent to me for a reason.
Alright, Xolemates, I hope this video helped you out. I hope you learned some cool techniques that you can throw into your own bedroom pop, indie pop kind of music. Yeah, let me know if you want to learn how I did the vocals on this song, how I got like the choir effect. and check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. That's about it. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Have a nice time. Peace.